The Nigerian Army has scored major wins against Boko Haram and ISWAP terrorists. 11 fighters surrendered with weapons, 8 more were neutralized in intense operations, and troops dismantled key hideouts. This is a big step in Operation Hadin Kai. Could it signal the weakening of the insurgency? Stay tuned as we break down the latest details, the ongoing clashes, and what it means for security in the northeast. First, let's recap the bigger picture. Boko Haram, officially known as Jama'at al-Sunnah li al-Dawa wa al-Jihad, has been waging terror in Nigeria's northeast since 2009. In 2016, it splintered into 2 main factions, the original Boko Haram under Abubakar Shekau, who died in 2021, and ISWAP, the Islamic State West Africa province, which is more aligned with global ISIS tactics. These groups have clashed fiercely for territory, especially around Sambisa forest and the Lake Chad areas. Recent reports show up to 200 killed in inter-faction fighting just last week, weakening both sides but still posing serious threats to civilians and security forces. Now, the latest victories by the Nigerian Army. On January 10th, troops from Operation Hadin Kai conducted operations in the Azir Wajiroko axis of Borno State. 11 terrorists surrendered, handing over AK-47 rifles and ammunition. This is a significant defection, showing cracks in the insurgents' morale. In separate engagements in Gubio local government area, at least 8 terrorist fighters were killed. 2 suspected logistics suppliers were also arrested. The operations targeted multiple enclaves including Dagumba, Bonne, Yaganari, Gosuri, and Umchile, where patrols dismantled hideouts, destroyed support structures, and disrupted logistics networks. According to military statements, these actions are part of sustained offensives against Boko Haram and ISWAP across Borno. Troops recovered weapons like AK-47 rifles, and the operations continue to degrade the terrorists' capabilities. So why is this happening now? The surrenders and neutralizations come amid escalating clashes between Boko Haram and ISWAP. Fierce fighting in parts of Borno has left scores dead, with both groups battling for control near Lake Chad and Sambisa. This infighting is bruising both sides badly, making them more vulnerable to military pressure. For the Nigerian forces, these wins boost morale and show real progress in dominating the region. But the insurgency isn't over. ISWAP has intensified attacks since early 2025, and Boko Haram remnants still launch ambushes. Broader challenges like banditry in the northwest and herder-farmer clashes add to the security strain. So, what does this mean for Nigeria? These operations could open paths for more civilian returns to Borno villages, but sustained efforts are needed to prevent regrouping. With over 2 million people displaced since the insurgency began, every surrender and neutralization is a step towards stability. The big question, will these internal clashes and military wins finally dismantle Boko Haram and ISWAP? What do you think? Share your views in the comments. Is the end in sight, or are more challenges ahead? That's the full update on the Boko Haram and ISWAP situation as of January 13th, 2026. If this analysis helped, hit that like button, subscribe to The Masked Truth for more on Nigerian politics, terrorism, and security, and turn on notifications. Share with anyone tracking these developments. All information is based on official Nigerian Army statements, reports from TVC News, Zagazola, and credible sources like Crisis Group and Al Jazeera. Links in the description. Always verify independently. This is The Masked Truth. Stay safe, stay informed.